I'm getting ready to make up some base and some trim. I'm using the same boards for the base as the trim. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm getting them ready. I got them on these sawhorses. I'm getting them ready to paint. So I'm getting them laid out, and then I wanna go through and take off, probably use some needle nose for that, but take off the all the staples and all the end tags like that. We can get those off of there first. So roll them out. I usually roll the tops, and then I'll roll the tops with my roller, and then I'll get the sides brush. You can do whatever you want. Get them all painted, let them dry in here. Sometimes it's fun just to paint them with the brush too. First coat. All right, paint's all dry. Put our first piece of base right here. We get a measurement from there to there. All right, I got 46.5 inches. Okay, measured out, 46.5. Happens to be this first piece is going to be a little interesting because it butts up against a little rock wall here. So I'm going to get creative, do something I hadn't done before, and kind of cut out an area like that, roughly. Go a little bit at a time. I think I'll notch it out there. Start small though, because I only have about a 1/2 inch to play with over here. That's all I need, really. Just kind of sketched in a little V there. I'll go cut it with my oscillator. Go cut it some more. It looks like it's hitting right about in that area. Okay, there it is. There's my fit right there. Just kind of fill the rest in with caulk. Nail it in. Hey, now's the fun part. All right, here's a standard cut piece. I just cut it. You know, normally for these corners, for this style, I'm just button them up like that. It's just kind of the style we're doing, you know, with the trim like this and the corners with the overlap. But sometimes I'll do a 45 where I have a long piece of base that goes all the way down, but it won't reach all the way. So I just kind of cut a 45 there and then cut the other one the other way and butt up the seams and then touch it up with caulk and then paint and stuff. So still a little unfinished, but it'll be, you know, you won't be able to tell anything was there once it gets painted. So I'll go ahead and nail this one in. Okay, here's the door trim I'm doing. And this side, a lot of times this has been have to zip the board a little bit smaller than the standard size for this. So I'm gonna follow with the same overlap theme on the top as we did out here, right? So it's about 1.25 inches overlap on the top. But I'll go ahead and measure for my first two pieces. These are real easy because you don't, I mean, cutting 45s are simple too. You know, like you could also just do a 45 here, right off there to this side. And then same thing with this side. That's not the style we're doing. But so I'll go ahead and measure for my first piece here and here, and then install it. And I'll put my top piece in. And actually I'll just be doing 1.25 inches overlap on this side only because I'll be hitting the wall over there. Okay, this trim I'm using for this left side's a little bit wide, right? For that gap right there. I want it to line up perfect here. So what I did is I just marked out kind of where the hinges were. I'm gonna do some little cutouts. It's just barely too wide, you know, maybe half the width of a hinge right there. So I'm just gonna cut in some on there, and same with there. I got the cutouts for this one. Just fit it on in there. now I'm just gonna nail it in. All right, got top piece cut. So these are some of the easiest to do. Get that up tight and then I'll nail it in. All right, here's an example of a run. I haven't stapled it in yet. Run I did where I had to use those 45s, and so I'm just gonna kind of butt it up to here and then nail it in as tight as I can right here. Run a nail actually in between the two and try and make it so it's seamless if possible right there. Get them both the same level, then nail it in.